Hello and welcome to another racket review. I'm Tennisrally and today I will be reviewing a racket for you, and it's the newest Babolat Pure Drive. The Pure Drive is a very powerful racket from Babolat. It's a very popular racket among a lot of players, ranging from beginners to even pro players. So it's for a lot of different game styles. Used to go back a bit, my first racket actually was the Pure Drive. Maybe it was like 10 years ago, but it was a Pure Drive when I first started playing for real, and I've used the Pure Drive a bit since then, and the versions that came after up to this new one. So it's definitely a bit nostalgic to play with the Pure Drive again. It has been some years now. I think the last time was when I did the previous review of the last version. So the Pure Drive to me is a very powerful racket, a bit too powerful for my game style, in my mind at least. When I play with the racket, I feel that with my level at the moment and technique, I can handle the power and so on. Previously, when maybe if we go back like 1-2 years, I would have a bit of trouble to use this racket, simply because of the power in the racket, and it tends to fly long. I think we can bring up the specifications of the racket. On the screen you can see the previous Babolat Pure Drive specifications. I think they are should be quite similar. Maybe some numbers aren't exactly the same, but overall it's pretty much the same. So the head size 100 square inches, standard length 300 grams unstrung, 32 centimeter. Balance, and then we have a high stiffness at 71, so it's probably 70 plus. Swing weight 320. Beam width goes from 23 to 26 back to 23 millimeters at the top, and it's a 16x19 string pattern. So just by looking at these specs, you can tell that it's really powerful racket. It has a big sweet spot, big head size, thick frame, so therefore even more power. Swing weight is manageable for a lot of players. It's not too high, but it's there, and it helps you. It helps to hit through the ball a bit more. The low static weight really helps to generate speed in the racket head, which is nice for playability and to control this powerful frame with speed. At least for me, is the main thing to really be able to use this racket at its full potential. And you can really tell from the previous version that it's a bit more comfortable. It's still a Babolat racket, it's still a Pure Drive racket, which always tend to be stiff and quite harsh on your arm, at least for me. Some players might enjoy it because they don't have to hit as hard, and therefore doesn't get the tennis elbow, etc. But for me, it's a bit too stiff and board-like, but definitely better impact and feeling on this one compared to the last version. The main thing that I enjoy when I play with this racket is the fact that I can really play aggressive. I can hit winners, I can go for big serves. The downside is that I might feel sometimes that the ball will fly a bit. It will not be as controlled as I like. I don't have the confidence to swing full always, and when you don't swing full and you lose that speed in the racket head, you tend to miss. So the main thing for me is to really try to trust the racket, swing fast, and the racket will deliver. It will deliver a fast ball with a lot of arc, a lot of spin. It's forgiving, so if you don't hit the sweet spot exactly, it will still come out with some decent depth, so the ball won't go in the net for it. It will still come out pretty decent, and you can continue with the rally in the point. So That's the main thing and the most important thing for me when it comes to the Pure Drive, that it has this forgiveness and power and spin. You have to trust it. If you hesitate for a second, you can end up going 3 meters long or directly into the net. So you need to keep up speed, keep up being aggressive, offensive, if you're trying to play at a high level. Otherwise, you can stay calm, you can hit easy with some good flow and just push the ball back, because the racket will give you that pop. It will create a deep ball, even though you don't have a lot of power in your technique. So overall, I enjoy this racket. As I'm speaking, I actually playing a tournament, waiting for the final match, and I play with this racket, and it has performed quite well for me, considering I'm in the final. So it's a great racket. I will maybe not continue playing with it because of stiffness, and I need to have more confidence in my racket. But it's a fun racket with a lot of forgiveness and power, so definitely something to look at and check out. So if this is something that sounds interesting, go check it out at Tennis Warehouse Europe, and you can buy one for yourself when the launch is later this week. That's all for me. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you have a great time. I see you in the next one. Bye.